My wife cheated with her ex-boyfriend our whole marriage, and our child isn't mine. I'm leaving her and won't raise another man's child, but my parents say I'm wrong. Am I? I don't want to go into detail because I am still not divorced legally. I'm separated. Long story short, I found out that my child, or so I thought, was not actually mine. My wife cheated on me with her ex. I found out messages. She had been cheating on me on and off throughout our marriage. Found out too that my wife never loved me. She only married me because she was in her 30s and I was a responsible guy that would make a good father. After finding out, I was devastated. I have always wanted to be a family man, and hearing this crushed me. I have met her ex in person before too. And finding out my son would grow up to look like him, well, that was too much. I decided to break things off completely with my ex. I don't want to raise another man's kid, and I want to be able to start a new relationship and have children of my own. However, even my parents are saying I am in the wrong, that I should not turn my back on my son. I don't agree, it hurts, but I think in 5 years I would have made the right choice. Best comments. He's not your son though. You were lied to throughout by the woman you loved and loved you. It's tragic, and unless anyone is in your shoes, they don't know how that feels. I feel bad for that kid, but don't blame you for moving away from that situation. I turned my love off for my wife. Uneasy face. Let's judge him for not wanting to be financially and emotionally responsible for a child that is not only not his, but a direct result of his wife's unfaithfulness. He has no legal right to the child. It's not like he can sue for custody. So, he should stay with a woman that lied to him and cheated? A child isn't every adult's responsibility, just their actual parents. I feel so effing bad for him. Also, because you're married to mom and are presumably on the birth certificate, there's a very high chance that you're this child's father in the eyes of the law. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. My wife threw in my face that I was living in her house. We've been married for 7 years and have a daughter. I left, told her I'm not going back to her house, and now she says I'm overreacting. My wife and we are both 35. We have been together for 7 years and married for 5. My wife is the primary breadwinner in our house. We also have a 4-year-old daughter together who is more attached to me, an important part of our situation. My wife works at her dad's company and is usually gone to attend to all the business work and is only at home maximum 2 weeks a month. I am not much of a fan of it but still support her career. As a result of her frequent absence, my daughter and I have formed a special bond with each other. A few months ago, my daughter made a drawing with just her and me, and I ended up putting it on my social media. When I put it on my social media, my wife was out of state, and when she saw it, she wasn't happy at all and called me and shouted at me, saying that I should have asked her to draw her too in it. I straight away told her she was overreacting and that please don't spoil the mood. She continues to bring it every few days. Well, yesterday in the morning, I told her to let's take our daughter to the mall, but she straight away said no, as she would be very tired because she had to go later at night to the airport and didn't want to travel anywhere right now. She had to leave post-midnight. She could have rested when we would have returned. I told her I'd take her alone and she could rest. While we were talking, she said that she works her ass off and I live at her house and will be bonding with her daughter, and that it is very unfair that I get to make more memories with our daughter while spending her hard-earned money. I left the house because she views me as someone who is with her for a house or her money. I don't make nearly as much as she does, but I still make enough. She makes around 300K and I make 105K, which I don't think is a bad amount. But she still sees me as someone only interested in money. After she said that, I left and said it is her house, and as I am not welcome, I am leaving and went to my parents' house. Now she is calling me, saying I am being an asshole and I am overreacting, and she is telling me to come back. Best comments. Look, she made choices. This is the career path she wanted. Her relationship with your daughter is what she chose to make it. And why are you living in daddy's house when you're both making enough to buy a home of your own? I think I will be calling her and saying if she wants us to live together, we will be moving out and buying our own house, or buying the house from her dad and having both of our names. What you should tell your wife is to talk with her dad and ask for less punitive hours at his company. If she thinks it's unfair you get all that bonding time, then she should blame her dad, not you. What happened to your daughter? Did you just abandon her? She is with her mom's parents. Her mom went to work, leaving her there. I plan to take her back home with me, but I don't want to talk to my wife's parents, so I haven't gone yet. I plan to go to tomorrow after clearing my mind. Seriously, reconsider this relationship. Personally, I really wouldn't stand for being treated like this, and her resentment for prioritizing her work being taken out on me is something that would make me call a divorce lawyer. She basically called you a gold digger 7 years into your relationship. That is in no way okay. She is also very much borderlining on financial abuse with her statements as well. The heck is wrong with her?